Shout out to Cinna, by the way. Yesterday's stream, doing a stream with Cinna, it was dope as shit. It literally made the stream fun. I deadass had nothing planned after, so it made it fucking fun. So shout out to Cinna. Shout out to Cinna.
I'm not gonna lie, chat. Bro, Ron, first of all, I was hanging out with my bestie. But we had like a really good day, and I wasn't planning on doing much either. Like, I was really gonna hit in and out and just end because I had done a stream earlier. But Ron, actually, that stream was really fun. And shout out him for letting me drive in his Porsche. Also, I wasn't gonna say it on stream, but I will, because I just don't give a fuck. Bro, first of all, Ron, I love Ron and Boba. Like, I think they are so fun to hang out with. And so I got to hang out with them a little bit after, and we all went out to eat. And I was very uncomfortable because I didn't plan on being out that long. So I was wearing like that dress, and you guys know me. Like, I don't wear a lot of stuff like that all the time. So I was kind of uncomfortable like a lot of the day. And when we were going out to eat, I was like, oh, I don't know if I'm just feeling kind of because I wanted to change. So Ron was like, yo, Cinna, if you want, I'll just give you some clothes because I have some like Ultra that I can give you. And I was like, he gave me this jacket. If you don't know what this jacket is, it's the Travis Scott one. Yes. The one that he wore in like the Air One commercial and shit. Bro, he had an extra one. And he was like, yo, do you want it? Bro, this shit is so isn't this nice? But I did say I want to buy it from him though, because I don't want to be like an asshole and not support my friends. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, we hung out after, and it was like super chill. And like, I loved bro, meeting everyone and just hanging out with everyone in LA is like cool vibes.
She really was the unofficial member with Marlon? Nah, facts. You know, I actually asked unironically off stream if Cinna would join FaZe when we were in FaZe.
He did.
And it almost happened, I'm gonna be honest. It has almost happened. Thankfully, you know, shit fell through. And she didn't sign.
Yeah, in hindsight, it's great that never happened. Jason was not actually the only person to ask me either. I was asked like off stream a few times by multiple people, multiple times. And they were like, yo, like, what are your thoughts? Like, would you ever? Saved again? Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I've had two near dodges. I've almost gone to 2 orgs right before things went bad. So that's really interesting. Damn, maybe I want OSCS to ask me to join next. And then, oh no. Am I like a bad luck charm? Like, I'm getting asked to join these orgs, and when I get asked to join, if I say no, if I say no, but if I don't join right away, then suddenly they shut down. That's bad vibes, right? Isn't it? Did we miss anything?
And she didn't sign any contracts.
Yeah, in hindsight, dude, you know when I got asked a lot, I could probably say this is fine. You know when I got asked a lot about joining? It was during the last FaZe subathon. Cause like I was there so many days, just cause like everybody was like, oh, can you plan these segments? So I made it so that when I was there, I could do everyone's segment in one trip while I was there. And so many people, like, we would get off stream or be like getting off and walk away. And they'd be like, yo, like, would you? You know what I mean? But it wasn't ever like here's a contract. It was like would you ever? And I was like, And then I had some conversations with Rosie, and I was like, you know, I feel like it would have been so cool, but in hindsight, you know what I mean? It was a blessing in disguise, because I would have, if I got sent a bill right now for $100,000 for some damages in a house, obviously that FaZe is taken care of because FaZe takes good care of them, like Ron said, then you know what I mean? But like you know, but at least they're well taken care of, so that's good. But I couldn't, you know, couldn't do, you know what I mean? So it is what it is. Marlon too. What?